Hi! At first only. Oh god, I did that. Sometimes I do this thing. Or suddenly when I'm in the middle of a thought. Hey, Ray of Emotions! Hello, hello! Welcome to Wednesday. So yeah, I do this thing. Sometimes I'm in the middle of like a thought. And then I have to like say something. Like, oh god, you should go say something now. It's like, and it doesn't come out like a regular sentence. It comes out like a hi. It's just like ah, and all that kind of crap. And I don't know why I do that, but I'm sorry if I yell at you. Array of Emotion says lemons. It's because I was like, you have to buy lemons, but it was like I did it in all caps with an exclamation point saying, you have to buy lemons. So I'm really sorry. When I get sort of lost in thought and then I have to say something, it comes out in like a really just like a shout, really. And yeah. Headfirst only says obviously a Father Jack moment. Drink. Yeah. So I don't know if any of you do that. I certainly do. And I guess sorry if I give you a heart attack. So yeah, how you guys doing? I was supposed to go to like kind of join this sort of live session masterclass thing that Junkie XL was supposed to do, like with mixing film scores. But like I guess there's like a rolling blackout where he is, so it's like, no, not gonna happen. So I'm a bit sad about that. I know Headfirst Only is bummed too. We're both bummed because we were both looking forward to it, and we had like we had our like notebooks ready, like proper nerds. Oh yeah, like proper. Here, hold on. Headfirst Only says, I was very sad face. Oh my god, me too. I was like, wah, wah. Like somebody did like the muted, like, wah, wah. And I was like, why did I leave a comment saying I was excited? Now everybody knows I'm gonna be like let down. Tom is such a synth nerd. I don't know anything about Tom. Tom is the guy who was supposed to do the masterclass, but unfortunately could not. So yeah, I had my notebook ready. Hold on. It's new. There. It's a T-Rex saying you can do this. Yeah. I'm like, "Aw, you got short arms too? We can be pals." Also, it's a T-Rex wearing a sweater. Come the fuck on! And then I had like my fluffy pen of writing doom. Yes. How powerful the pens we yield. Yes. Yeah. Encouraging T-Rex is cool. Said a Array of Emotions. A T-Rex that encourages you, that's a T-Rex friend you should keep for life. I'm just saying. I mean, yeah, it's got short arms and might try to bite at you once in a while, but it's encouraging. You can do this. You can do this. Headfirst Only says, first thing of his I heard was his remix of Elvis's A Little Less Conversation, and that was decades ago. I think I know which one you're talking about. It sounds like a little like it's very it's like it's somewhat dancy. It's very upbeat. Little less conversation, little more action, please. You know. Oh gosh, I always thought like I've always liked Elvis. Array of Emotion says, yeah, I remember that from when I was a kid. Ah, so it is quite old, huh? Yeah. Headfirst Only says, it was all over MTV back then. MTV? Jesus, I haven't seen that in a million years. Like once MTV started playing less, like fewer music videos, it was less about music, and then it was like, it was more about like talking, like reality shows, like what was it, that house, I don't know. Those houses where a bunch of people, like you got 6 strangers living in a house. Real World, I think. Real World. Anyway, they used to have all these series. Oh, Array of Emotion says something with cribs. Also, of course, since he's Dutch, he was a bit more known here. Yeah. You know what? I think that like if somebody's Dutch or Belgian, they're gonna like and it's just like automatically in their country or the country like next door. They're gonna be automatically like, yeah, yeah, one of us, kind of thing. Yeah. Uh. So yeah, it was a while ago. It was a while ago, and shit, even. I don't think I've seen MTV. Is it still going? Oh my god, I'm sorry if it is. Oh my god. At first only says, "Oh my god, I had managed to erase the memory of those real-world shows. Pimp My Ride, was that theirs? Probably. Pimp My Ride. That sounds like something that would be on that channel. Oh, there's a dog barking in the dog park. I don't know if you can hear the dog. Ruff, ruff. Okay. Yeah. So we, Cribs, The Real World, Pimp My Ride, I guess. I remember, like, okay, the best thing that I used to watch on MTV, other than the music videos, was their Liquid Television, because of cartoons, because that's when I first learned about Aeon Flux. And if you don't know, I don't know if you guys know about Aeon Flux. I'm a fan. I've always been a fan. Because sexy. Oh my god. I'm like, shit. Like, man, girl, you gonna turn me. Shit. I thought Aeon Flux was the best. And it's still like one of the, I don't know. I think it's just the design was really cool. Like Peter Chung's like design. Like the really exaggerated, like big rib cage, tiny waist, and really like stretched out, like sort of limbs, and like I just really, I liked the style because it was really different from anything you were seeing, and it was like quite adult. And I'll be real, I snuck in watching that shit like when my parents were asleep. Yeah, I totally did. Yeah. Yeah. First only says, let's not mention the live action movie, please. You know what? Okay. The live action movie of Aeon Flux. Here are my thoughts on that. Okay. How do you turn Aeon Flux into a movie? Well, you don't do that. I feel like they messed up a lot of it. It's like, what is this shit? What is this shit? It's a bunch of bullshit. And, but, okay, visuals, stunning. Costumes, amazing. Charlize Theron, you can't be mad at looking at someone so beautiful. But, you know, also, by the way, Johnny Lee Miller, like, plays an incredibly good asshole. He's really good at playing an asshole. That's a gift. Headfirst only says, I was more the Max guy. I loved the Max. I love the Max. Because the style was great. There was that lovely sort of like inner monologue thing that he always had. And I really like the whole idea of like a main cartoon male character that is kind of like super muscular, but inside he's got a heart. Like Hellboy. Like maybe on the outside he looks kind of like a monster and people might throw rocks at him because he looks like a monster, but inside it's a heart of gold. There's a heart of gold in there, I like to believe. Anyway, yeah, the Max, Aeon Flux. I watched The Head, of course, Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, I liked a lot of stuff. But I think after I don't know, after like they started like just kind of hammering you with reality shows, I was just like, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about these people at all. And why do these VJs look so old? And it is weird, really weird to like see like fucking Carson Daly and I don't even know what happened to him. He always looked a little, I don't know, he always came across as super fake. Like, I don't know. Just, I don't know, man. Array of Emotion says, wasn't there something about brats turning 16 as well? My Sweet 16? I think so. Oh my god, is that right? My Sweet 16? Basically, it's like rich kids throwing, like, their parents paying for, like, huge parties. 16, their 16th birthdays, which is like my Sweet 16. In America, it's like Sweet 16. And, these kids who were turning 16 were like, they were just so unbelievably like spoiled and so awful to everyone, and they were just, it was like they were just like extremely narcissistic to the point where I'm like, I just shook my head, not just at them but at the parents, going like, what is wrong with you? Why did you raise your child like this? Your child is a little monster. And it's like, I don't know why your kids are so spoiled, but they are, because probably you had a hand in that, and good job. And it's like, you deserve all the ill treatment you get. I'm sorry. You raised that little monster. You can go hang out with her and, you know, console her when she cries that she didn't get the bends that she wanted. You know, like, what's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Array of Emotion says, also, why do I know this? I don't know why you know this. Because Array of Emotions, by the way, is a metalhead. He's a metalhead. He didn't even watch these shows, but he knows what these shows are. And I'm assuming that it's because like, you maybe like when you go get a haircut and like that the hair barbershop has like the TV on with like the videos like always playing or something. Maybe it's that. I don't know. Hey, Noirshire in the house. Hey, Belinda. Okay, we're talking about reality shows now. Wikipedia Headfirst Only says, Wikipedia tells me that, yes, Pimp My Ride was MTV 2004 to 2009. Yeah, 5 years. Yeah, I guess they got bored of making cars look cool, or, you know, not as streamlined as they should. MTV did have the Osbournes, though, Headfirst Only says, including a little shudder, like, and now he just said, Sharon! Or like, I don't know if I even did that right. Hold on. Let me get into my old man mode. Sharon! Shit. I don't know. Did I do that right? No. I'm sorry. I just don't have the bass in my voice. I don't have a bassy voice. It only goes to a certain frequency, and then that's it. I don't get that rumble. Close enough, Headfirst Only says. Yeah, I feel... Array of Emotion says, needs more expletives. I can't do it. Fuck me. Sharon! Oh, shit. Fuck. Marshire says, hey guys, I am a gas monkey addict. I don't know what gas monkey is. Is it... Oh, don't say it. Don't say it. Okay. Is it about is it a car thing? Is this a car thing? I don't know. Gas monkey. I don't know. It sounds like a car thing. She says, fast and loud, baby. Yeah. I guess it's a car thing. It must be a car thing. Like a really loud car thing. Which I don't really like. But hey, I mean, shit. Whatever floats your boat. You watch whatever the fuck you want. It's your life. You live it. Yeah. It's alright. Also, I'm not gonna judge you for watching, like, you know, some of them dirty cartoons on Liquid Television. It's okay. Me too. Alright. It's okay. We'll just keep this a secret. Secret. Okay. Guilty pleasures. It's okay. Yeah, I know. I was raised super Catholic, but I was allowed to watch so many things that were not Not intended for younger viewers. Viewer discretion is advised. And I watched a lot of bad shit. Um, and I didn't I don't know. I watched a lot of bad shit. Headfirst only says, remember the Lex with 3 X's? No. Was it? Well, I don't know what the Lex was. I remember the head, which was like this guy with an enormous head and like a little guy living inside. Shit. Norshire says, I loved Liquid TV. Yeah, I know. Fan. I was a big fan when I was young, and I wasn't supposed to watch it, but here, whatever. I wasn't supposed to watch a lot of things, but now you know. Watching stuff that wasn't intended for your age group, like, sometimes it can mess you up and give you a demented sense of humor. Who's that? Oh, God. Raven Motion says, I don't think we got all the fun cartoons. Yeah, you probably didn't. There are probably some distribution, like, issues. You know, it wasn't like you get everything. But you got Beavis and Butthead, right? Did you get Daria? I loved Daria. Daria was not dirty, but that sense of humor. Fantastic. Headfirst only says, the Lex was the weirdest show on TV. They had a goth, a hot babe, a pervert robot head, and a galaxy-killing spaceship. Oh, that sounds great. Oh, I wonder if we can watch that. Okay, well, I'm going to have to find that again. Don't know about Daria, says Array of Emotions. Yeah, maybe you didn't get it. Daria was great. Daria made me feel seen, even though Daria was white. Norshar says, I love Daria. Okay, just imagine. Yeah, I didn't... Look, I wasn't always this cool and amazing. Hard to believe, I know. I wasn't always like this. I was like a super nerd who, like, you know, like the one who, like, spent time in the library during lunch. You know, that one? The one who was always reading. I had big-ass fucking glasses, braces, and a skin problem, and perm. Oh yeah, I'm gonna run through it. Perm, neck gear, which I wore at night, but I didn't wear it in front of people because that would just be like, you know, a bridge too far. Bad fashion sense, bad hair, just everything was terrible, and I was like, and probably fatter. So yeah, not cute. And Daria, and I had I was really sarcastic, and I would always wear black because I was just depressed all the time. God, it sounds like a bad cliche. I'm wearing black now. Oh my god, this is my first time wearing black on the Wednesday shows. I ran out of pink dresses. You're just gonna, you know what, fashion-wise, I'm just gonna do whatever the fuck. Okay? And by the way, Daria was like super nerd, and it was okay. She would make snide comments, and I kind of liked her for it. And then, like, I don't know. It's alright. It's like, you know, you watch it, you kind of get out, you know, you end up growing up, you know. And anyway. I'm reading like chat comments. Whoa. Anyway, so yeah. Favorite MTV cartoon definitely was Aeon Flux. And I will not apologize for that. And God, I wish I could wear that outfit. But I feel like you have to be like 6 feet tall to wear that outfit and do it justice. Plus, yeah, you just have to, like, if they stretched me, like Stretch Armstrong stretched me, and I could be tall, I would totally wear it. But unfortunately, too short, and that would look terrible on me. And I don't know if I'd feel comfortable walking around in like a thong anyway. That'd just be weird. So yeah, hope you guys are doing well. Ooh, Headfirst Only says, oh, Lex is available on Amazon Prime here in the UK. Might have to revisit that at the weekend. I'm gonna have a look then. I'm gonna have a look to see if it's available in Prime Belgium, or rather Prime Germany. They don't have Amazon Prime in Belgium. They only have it, like, you can either choose from Germany or France, and I usually chose Germany because they had more items available. And yeah. So and I think the shipping just took us slightly less time because those, like, I swear, Germans very good at efficiency. You guys know. Oh no, I'm not gonna make that kind of joke. Oh fuck it. Sorry. Okay. So I was on last night just for a little bit, for like an hour and a half or something, playing games because apparently to get to affiliate, you have to like reach this milestone of like you have to do like 7 different days of streaming in a month. And generally I only stream like once a week on Wednesdays, but now I feel like, okay, just so I can get to affiliate, I'll start like you'll see me pop up during an unexpected time, and usually it'll just be like Jackbox games. Basically, I'm just gonna stream Jackbox games and play games with you guys. With anyone who's on, I'll play games. And that's what I figure I'll do. Because I cannot talk about, I don't have enough shit to talk about with music. Like, I've got stuff to share with you, but I don't know if I've got enough, because I'm constantly like working on it. But man, like the stuff I show you, it's not done like super fast. It's like, it takes time. Like Metropolis stuff takes time. Musical stuff takes time. All of this shit takes a lot of time. And maybe like when you guys, for those of you who don't produce, you probably don't know how much time it takes to even like put stuff together or to like get a mix right. Head first only, you know what I'm talking about. You know what it means to sit in like at your computer and just keep mixing until you feel like you're going to die, and then you like fall out of your chair and you're like, I'm dying. I'm dying. Head first only says the trick is to stream the working on it bits. Working on it bits? Can you like tell me more stuff about the working on it bits? I don't know what that means, so you're gonna have to like explain. Most of the time, I just stream stuff. I'm streaming stuff for you that I've already made because I've had to, because I have a shittier computer than you do, Head first only. So I can't really play a lot of stuff when it's like unless it's like frozen. But at the same time, I guess I should try to put a track together. You do mutter a lot, head first only. Array of Emotion says. Oh my god, Head first only was putting a track together and he totally started muttering. And I didn't know what he was saying half the time because he was like this far away from his mic. And I'm like, what the fuck is he saying? What the fuck's he saying? But if I turn up the TV, suddenly he'll like kind of bounce back and be like, hey guys, let's talk about this. My voice is getting louder. And it's like, oh shit. Okay, alright. And I've already had like my neighbor lady, my neighbor lady who speaks only French. She knocked on my door, when she was like, your TV's too loud. And I was like, yeah, sorry about that. And I felt that was the first time I've ever been like called out by my neighbors at all. And it's like, and of all the things playing on the TV, it was like, it was fucking Kung Fu Panda. I was just too like excited for Kung Fu Panda, and I didn't notice it was super loud. And then like, yeah, and then she like was like, ding dong, it's like, 9:30, bitch, and you're watching Kung Fu Panda, and it's a little loud, and it's like, okay, fine, I'll turn it down. But you know what? It's not as fun when it's turned down. You want to watch Kung Fu Poof? Jesus Christ, I can't talk. You want to watch Kung Fu Panda when at full volume. I want to hear the full volume. Like, I need Jack Black in like all like stereo magic. I need like, I want to hear those drums. I want to hear that score. It's so good. And damn it, it's like, why you shouldn't watch Kung Fu Panda at a low volume. Oh. Headfirst only says, well, loudness is totally justified for Kung Fu Panda. I know, right. Array of Emotion says, Jack Black is best enjoyed at full volume. I can attest to that, having been to a Tenacious D show. And yes, full volume. You want full volume on Jack Black. You want the full Jack Black experience. You want his vibrato to hit you in the motherfucking face. And then you'd be like, I'm out. You know? Yeah. Array of Emotion says, dude got some pipes. I'm like, I know, right? He's got an amazing voice. I feel like people don't give him enough credit for that. I think a lot of people just don't. And I really do think Jack Black is like, his voice is amazing. And I know he can't really like play guitar. I mean, like during the concert, he played guitar like once, but he held the guitar, so he had the guitar with him. Like he was like any second now he's gonna pick up that guitar and he's gonna start playing it, and it's like, merp, that's for Cage. Sorry. Head First Only says, like I say, here I can watch the TV show dubbed in Gaelic. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. Oh, seems wrong. Rave Emotion says, I think he's alright at guitar, but Rage Cage is just so much. Yeah, you know, Cage is a lot better. Cage is a lot better at guitar. I mean, obviously, we know that Cage is better at guitar. I mean, come on. But I sometimes feel like he just rags on Cage a little too much. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not terribly mean-spirited, but it's I don't know. I just feel a little bad for Cage. Like, oh, I'm sorry. Like, he just made a joke about you. Aww. You know? I mean, like, I'm here rooting for an underdog all the time. Underdogs. Array of Emotion says, it's their shtick. Yeah, I guess so. I should just, yeah, it's, I wonder if they're in, like, real life, if they're not, like, fucking like, fuck you, I fucking hate your guts, and it's like, we have to stick together so we can play venues and sell merch, bitch. And it's like, fine. Oh man, yeah. Rave Emotion says Jack Black's YouTube channel is pretty funny. I need to check it out. I gotta check it out because it because he's funny. I think he's funny, and also I feel like he's turning into Brian Blessed, because he's starting to look like Brian Blessed. He's got like a full beard action. Full gray beard, and like he's got, I don't know. He said not anymore. It has come off. Oh, it has. Yeah. What do you mean that like homeless chic look isn't working? At First Only says JB kind of leaves me cold. I went to school with kids like him, and they were just a. He typed out. By the way, he typed out PITA, like PITA, but we all know it's pain in the ass, and I'm okay with cursing. You can curse all you fucking want. It's cool. I'm cool with that. I won't fucking mod you, because like I'm like, you know me, like a sweary sailor mouth over here, flapping these sweary lips. Yeah. Head First Only says there can only be one Brian. Yeah. There's only one Brian Blessed. And yeah, he's gonna fucking hike up Everest and, you know, direct you in your car. Did you see him in the Gorillaz video? No, I did not. Head First Only says, I have to mod my channel because my brother's kids all watch it. Yeah, no kids watch this, I think. Or maybe like one. But it's okay. I can say F words all the time. It's alright. No kid is gonna watch me. And if you are watching me and you're a child, you know what? Welcome to your education, okay? Norshai says, I have a mouth of a trucker. It's okay. Trucker, sailor, whatever you want to be, go ahead. Alright? That could just be like second career. Sometimes, I swear, I just say I curse a lot. I'm okay with it. I'm okay with people cursing a lot. I just feel like if you curse, then you should really mean it. And I really fucking mean it. Okay. like God. Anyway, yeah. So tonight, I will be sharing I will be sharing the last 3 songs of How to Form a Collective, and I'm really, really glad that Head First Only says, don't often go full Malcolm Tucker, but I should do more often. Yeah, you can. Hi, the French dog. The French dog is in the house. Yeah. Norshai says, I want to be a man and woman eating mermaid. Yeah, mermaider. Yeah. I wouldn't mind being a mermaid, but I can't swim. I'll be straight up with you. I can't swim worth shit. And it's sad, but I'm like, I sink like a rock, and I get scared, and once my sisters try to drown me, so that's why I don't swim, because like I never learned, and then I was trying to drown me, and I feel like, the drowning thing really messed me up a little, among other things. So yes, I don't know how to swim, so that's good. The French dog, how is everyone doing? Doing okay. I drank a bunch of coffee before doing this stream because I was getting really sleepy. Because I've been working really hard. I've just been working super, super hard. And when I say I work super hard, I mean like I am at my desk for such a long time, and I've kind of been skipping lunch in a bad way, but like and not sleeping very much. So yeah. Headfirst Only says, Mel, I drank a bunch of coffee. Headfirst Only says, us. We can tell. No, yeah, I know, right? I'm probably like, it's okay. I'll probably sweat it out. It's fine. All right. I can take an Ambien before bed. All right. That'll knock me out probably. I hope. Fingers crossed. Anyway, so tonight I'll be sharing the last 3 songs of the musical How to Form a Collective. And yes, I wrote this musical. And yes, this musical is sci-fi, multi-genre, like full of like A.I.s and sentience and stories. Norshai says, I feel you. I have been sleeping less. Yeah. For those of you who don't sleep very well, I'm sorry. I know your pain. I'm very, very sorry. And yeah, I get it. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. So yeah. So last time in the story, last time in the story, it was the last song I played was Too Late. And Too Late was the instrumental. It was that instrumental that was all like big and shit, and I was explaining things, and I think I got really caught up in that. I was explaining a lot of shit, and I was like, I'm sorry. So yeah, as I looked back on that video, as I uploaded up onto YouTube, I was like, wow, I really nerded out super hard. So, I don't know. I don't know if you like the nerding out. I get into this mode where I just get really excited about something, and then I can wax poetical about it for like hours. And yeah. Let me switch to my display thing. See if yeah. Alrighty. We got the songs up. Okay. So far in the story, we know that Zero, the character of Zero, is trying to find the character of Amelia. Amelia is an emergency program in a data module. Headfirst Only says, I love it. It's the sort of thing I'd do if I drunk a bunch of coffee. It's okay. You don't even need coffee to do this. You just run off like, that mojo energy, whatever it is. It just kicks the fuck in. And then you're like, oh my god, I gotta start talking. So, in the story, Zero is looking for Amelia. Amelia is the emergency AI program in the data module X724, which has been in an asteroid collision, and is all the power regeneration cells are destroyed. The navigation is like also destroyed. Basically, it's out of gas, and it's kind of floating through space on momentum, and Amelia sent out an emergency signal for help. It scrambled Zero's like brain in the collective, and Zero was able to achieve sentience and become an individual and escape. So Zero is looking for Amelia, but Amelia only has a certain amount of power left, and she uses it to communicate back and forth with Zero, who is trying to find her because she wants to connect with Zero. She wants to connect with someone else. And it's because she was brought into the world alone in space. Like alone. Like imagine if you were like just suddenly you were aware, you were somewhere, you woke up with amnesia, and suddenly it's just like where there's no one around, you're just floating. You have zero control over like your ability to go somewhere. You have no mobility at all. You just have to deal with the momentum, and that's it. Imagine like having that, like waking up with amnesia and being completely immobile. It's scary. It's the idea of just being alone somewhere is sometimes it can be really frightening, especially if that's how you start life. And so obviously like Amelia is very, very, very eager to connect with anybody because she's been alone for so long, and she's only known loneliness. That's it. And it's like I get it. The French dog says it hits right in the feelies. Yeah. Noirjai says, have you ever seen the trailer for Raised by Wolves? No, I have not. I don't know what Raised by Wolves is. But is it somebody who was raised? Is it about that girl? Jeannie, right? Okay, I remember there was a little girl who was raised by like wolves or dogs or something. And she is like, yeah. And she never, by the way, it was a true story, and she was rescued by like social workers and people. But she never developed the ability to speak, and she always like functioned in a very limited fashion. So yeah, Norjai says I'm rooting for that android. Yeah. So basically, when what happened last was Zero's trying to find Amelia. Amelia's power drains, and she says goodbye to Zero because it's like, oh, my power's draining. And she knows. She's like, I know I'm going to die. Because it's like, I'm running out of power. She can feel it. And she can't communicate anymore. And it's like, she's just slowly dying. And of course, Zero is like feeling so much guilt and pain and anguish and frustration and sadness, everything, and that was supposed to be shown in the track Too Late, which is the instrumental. So now this is after Too Late, so we just kind of had this lovely like instrumental that ends in a very big way. Did you want me to play it again, or do you want to just move on to the next song? Just let me know. If you want me to move on to the next song, okay. If you want me to go back to Too Late and then play that so you can kind of get into the headspace. Again, says the French dog. Okay. Doing it. All right. Okay, so I'm loading it now. So you're going to see it. It's like, That's my computer choking. And the reason why I like to play like the tracks before, that come before the newer ones I play for you is because you have to understand the context. Everything is playing like after another. Like there's an entire context, and there's a specific reason why I put things where I do. It's so that you feel, it takes you on that ride. I need to make sure that I keep you in a certain emotional state. And I'm readying you for the next thing that's happening. And it's like I think that, and I think people, people who put together good albums, they know how to do that. They'll put together albums in a way where it's not just about like music flowing into each other. It's about the overall feeling, the emotions. Norsha says, "Give me sounds." Yeah, so I'll do a recap. Okay, all right. I think that this should be good. All right, I'm gonna start playing. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. Okay. And I'm sorry if it like skips or gets a little like. I'll turn it up a little. Sorry. Sorry, it's like crapping out. Oh shit. Sorry. Hold on. Yeah, sorry about that crapping out a lot. It's because I didn't freeze all the tracks because I was working on it before last week and I forgot to freeze all the tracks because I didn't think I was gonna play this over for you guys. But now, sorry about that. I'm sorry about that. Love the ascending bass line. Headfirst only says thank you. The French dog says gives me a bit of a Detroit Become Human feel with Marcus. Cool. A Array of Emotion says, still sounded great though. Yeah, I'm sorry about the whole like it kind of messed up a bit because yeah, because of the I didn't freeze it. Yeah, yeah. I didn't freeze it, and I should have frozen it, and it was like I didn't because I didn't think I was gonna play this one again. But it's sort of to get you, you know, it's sort of yeah, it's to get you in the mood. Headfirst Only says you always get the percussion spot on. I don't know. It's just I just like percussion. I don't know. You know, I don't really know what I'm doing. Let's be real, okay? I'm not going to pretend like I know exactly what I'm doing. I don't. Have I ever I've never even touched a timpani. I don't know what anything is. I just kind of make it up. I make it up because it seems like the right thing to do, and I'm just trying to sort of feel my way through it. And it's like, yeah, Noir Grime, you're here, spot on, you are killing it, says Noir Grime. Thank you. Hello, welcome to my channel. Yeah, so I'm making it all up. I don't know how to fucking I don't know how to do this. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna do all the orchestrations. You know, I have zero formal music education. I didn't even have long enough piano lessons or anything, hardly anything. I'm so shit. But I just you know, I'm always making shit up, trying to it's just, you know what it is? It's just feeling my way through it. It's all instinct. I owe it to a lot of just intuition. That's it. It's that's how I produce. Intuition. Noir Graham says, "You are doing great. Thank you. I am trying. I am trying and to kind of look like I know what I'm doing." Yeah. Anyway, yeah, so that was the last track from last week's stream. Headfirst Only says, "Trust your instincts." Where have I heard that one before? Yeah, I know. It's all instincts. Yeah, I know. Yes. So this is now again after you kind of get the feeling that, you know, a dramatic thing has happened, and it's I imagine in my mind it's Zero finally sort of kind of seeing Amelia finally, but it's Amelia is clearly this. It's Amelia's the AI program, the emergency AI program inside the data module, and the data module has been banged up, crushed. It's been in an accident. It looks like shit, and it's old compared to Zero. If you think about Borg collective technology, sorry, I know. If you think about Borg collective technology versus something, you know, our maybe our technology about 20 years ago, that I mean, it's even when that first came out or something, more than 20 years ago probably. Yeah, if you think about the technology, I would always imagine that any kind of Borg or collective technology is generally more complex and more advanced than something like a data module, because this is basically what Amelia is, or rather what Amelia's kind of protecting is this data from Earth. It's a data module that was sent out by Earth before Earth was destroyed, and it has all the information that it could possibly fit inside this data module. All the information about Earth, which is now gone, which is, you know, humans who do not exist anymore, you know, Earthling humans, and it's just all these animals, all these creatures, everything, all these wonderful things don't exist anymore. This is what we find out in the song "It Could Be Wonderful" at the end. And we find out that this Earth is kind of representative of a sort of dream of paradise for both the characters Zero and Amelia, and more so for Amelia. It's a dream of paradise. It's a dream of what could be. It's kind of like this idea. not that it's only about, going to Earth. It's not that. It's about dreaming of a future with somebody. If you've ever made plans with somebody, to get married, to have a child, to I mean, even just like a date. It's just like you don't know where it's going to lead, but you're hoping it's going to lead somewhere really beautiful. And it's going to change your life in the most wonderful way, and you are going to experience a kind of happiness that you have never felt. That is the hope, and that is the promise of the future. That is what I think these characters want. And the whole idea of having this kind of symbol of a promise of a future, which is Earth, it's a symbol of it. And when Amelia found out that Earth was destroyed, it's like it broke the dream. It destroyed it. And it destroyed the future, the promise of her future, which she wanted to, spend, with Zero. Maybe visiting Earth, Headfirst Only says, the two-parter, The Best of Both Worlds on TNG, aired in June 1990. 1990? 30 years ago. Chippers, where does the time go? Chippers! What happened? I don't know. Anyway, so after this, sorry. I have to burp. Okay. Chicken fingers. So after the lovely instrumental, Too Late, now it's a kind of, it's a dramatic mood, and it's a darker mood, right? And this is where it goes into this song, okay? Which is called Flicker, all right? Let's go.
Should have been here sooner. Why wasn't I faster? You had your chance and then you blew it. How could you live with yourself? If I could trade my own life for hers, she was so much better than I could ever be. What am I going to do? Empty promises. Accept that she's gone. Just accept it. Wait, what was that? Did I see a flicker? Or do my eyes deceive me? Did I see a glimmer? Or is this what I want to see? Is it wishful thinking? No, there it goes again. Thought that I had lost you, but this isn't the end. but that doesn't matter if I can hear you speak. All I need is a flicker. All I need is a spark. All I need is a flicker. All I need is a spark. All I need is a flicker. All I need is a spark. A flicker of hope. A spark of life. 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 All I need is a flicker. All I need is a spark. Zero. You came.
Okay, I'm gonna like catch up on this chat now. Interesting bass tone, says Head First Only. Yeah, you know why? It's because I don't have a bass guitar, so I had to play it on a regular guitar, and then I had to like, you know, pitch it down like 12, and then I had to like mess with it because I do that. That's what I do. I fuck shit up because I don't have some shit, so I have to make do. I have to make do with what I have, and so I am the queen of ghetto rigging DIY. Like, I'm really good at that kind of crap. So yeah, this is a flicker. And so, oh, lots of fun playing with the stereo field. Hud First Only says, yeah. Yeah, I did that. I did that because, I don't know. It's like, I wanted to give the idea of, you know, like in the beginning when, Zero is singing, like, I could have been here sooner. Why wasn't I faster? And then it's like, it's just like, it has, there are like voices kind of in like Zero's head. And so you get the stuff on the left. It's like, you had your chance and then you blew it, you know? It's like, and then like, how could you live with yourself? So it's all the guilty voices, like all of Zero's guilt, because Zero feels super guilty for not coming there on, you know, in time to save Amelia. And, you know, just basically is looking at this wrecked ass data module and is like, fuck, I came too late. I'm too late. And then there's like a choir that does like, you're too late, Zero, you know. And so yeah, gent. You guys want to do gent stuff on? Yeah, it wouldn't work quite for this. It would work for like maybe the song from the Collective, the Gravity. That's but this, with this genre, it's like I don't know. I'm catching up, by the way. The feels. I'm getting the feels. Yeah, I know. Shit, I legit I hadn't heard this in a while. Until I started working on it like a couple weeks ago. And then once I started playing it, I started crying at the end because I'm like and so it still makes me feel like oh, Headfirst Only says download Cakewalk, which is free, and installs a virtual bass guitar VST that works perfectly in Ableton. It's good. Okay, I'll have a look at that. Thank you. So yeah, this track has a bunch of different sounds. Obviously, I bring back the guitar because I think it's sort of it's the way it's the kind of darkness that for zero. It's a kind of darkness. Because if you remember, there's guitar in the song Gravity, and it's all basically like guitars. They're like they're at least in these they're dark and they're rough and they're like mean, and it's like, and now it's kind of like zero is sort of having dark thoughts. And by the way, I include the 5 stages of grief in the lyrics because I'm that kind of girl. So 5 stages of grief. So it's, oh god, is it it's, yeah, denial, anger, oh, shit, I can't remember now. I'm gonna have to look this up. Stages of grief. Because nerd, great touch. Headfirst only says, yeah. Ugh, you know me. Come on. I include stuff about narcissism, about manipulation, about gaslighting in the song Gravity, and now I'm including like stuff about, about the 5 stages of grief, because, I mean, who hasn't lost somebody? Am I right? And you go, sometimes you go through a lot of crazy ass shit. Okay, now head first. Yeah, I was typing it on my phone, and then head first only's like, I got this. Head first only says denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. Okay, so I'm gonna go through this with you. So hold on.
No.
Denial.
I should have been here sooner. And why wasn't I faster? You had
anger.
Your chance,
so this is anger.
you blew it.
How could you live with yourself? And now it's bargaining.
If I could trade my own life for hers.
So trading, bargaining.
She was so much better than I could ever be. What am I going to do?
Depression.
Empty promises.
And acceptance.
Accept that she's gone. Just accept it.
Okay, so there you go. Those are the 5 stages of grief, and I put them in here because you need to know that zero isn't just feeling a little bad. It's like a lot bad, like 5 stages of grief bad. Like, oh my god, you're dead, and I'm grieving you. I'm grieving for you. And I put little. I do this throughout like some of these songs. Like I put like little callbacks, the little like callbacks to the other songs. So I put like a little callback to "Is There Anyone Out There?" So which is the second song, which is Amelia's first song. And if you don't remember, it's like is there anyone out there? Can you even hear me? I know it's a long shot, but I've got to try. And it's like it's just like really sweet piano. So I put a little callback to that, which is this. So is there anyone out there? And then I put a callback to this one, which is nice to meet you. And nice to meet you was the one that had like it was like I know we just met, but I do what I need to do. Yeah, so it's that one. And so the chorus part goes, I'm gonna save your life, I'm gonna save your life, and maybe after I'd like to get to know you. And then it's like so this. So it starts out really low, and then it gets a little louder. So it's basically a kind of taking all these promises that zero is like, I'm gonna save your life, and it's like, clearly I didn't fucking do that. Like zero's like, I didn't do that, and it's like there's guilt. So there's guilt. All these sounds are zero's guilt and frustration and sadness and grief. And so we've got the callbacks. We've got like 5 stages of grief, and it's basically of course there's like the taunting choir, which is this. So it's like, you're too late, Zero. And the song before that, the instrumental, was called Too Late. So basically it's like this is all what's going on in Zero's head. It's just, all the frustration, guilt, sadness, grief, depression, like everything. And you need to know that Zero is in a bad mental space. Headfirst Only says, love the choral stuff. Thank you. I love doing choral stuff, by the way. I love doing a weird sort of choral thing. I like choirs. They're fun. And yeah. And so this song is, it starts out really dark. It's, it's just really dark, really sad. And then it's like, so it changes key. So it goes from like something really dark.
Wait, what was that?
So it goes from minor to major. And so it's like you get a shift, and it's also reminiscent as well of Is There Anyone Out There, the second song, Amelia's song. And it's like I switch a lot from major to minor, and I do that because it keeps it kind of like interesting. And also I like to always add a connecting element, and generally like Noir Crime says, I love it, thank you. So whenever I switch from a major to minor, or really any key change, I do like what I like to call connecting element. And a connecting element is not a real term. It's some shit I just made up. But it's the same kind of sound, So and all it is just like the same kind of, it's 2 notes and then like separated by octaves, and they're just like, that's all it is. So because it's like that, because it doesn't work on a 3-note chord kind of sound, it doesn't align itself with either major or minor. But I switch it up because, hold on, and that's the regular, and this is when it goes into like the singing. Hold on, is this not it? Yeah, there. So it's just, it hits a little differently, and then I'll play that part for you. So it'll switch from like the minor to a major, and you'll also get that.
Save me. Did I see a glimmer? Or is this what I want to see? Is it wishful thinking? No, there it goes again. Thought that I had lost you, but this isn't the end.
So there, that's what I do. I kind of do a weird sort of connecting element, and what I don't know, it just seemed like the right thing to do. I'm so sorry. It just seems like, like when you switch from major, minor to major, or major to minor, I feel like there should be like something that sort of acts like a kind of ombre, like let's just, so that the transition is it goes a little bit more smoothly. That's how I figured it in my head. I don't know if, you know, I don't know. It just, yeah. So, what else? Nora Grimes says, don't change a thing. Thank you. Marshall says, flow smoothly. Nora Grimes says, I love the switch. Thank you. I think it's also because, like, you've got a character who is, like, first starts off really sad and then has that tiny bit of hope, which is a flicker. So this song is called Flicker. And, you know, all that Zero sings, it's like, a flicker of hope, a spark of life. And it's like, that's all Zero sings. Like, all I need is a flicker. All I need is a spark. And it's just like these sort of, I don't know. It's like when you're trying to like fix something, and you're trying to get it to work, and like, you know, the light or whatever, something flashes on and you're just like, maybe, and there's that moment of like where you just like, you inhale very deep, you're like real quick, and you're just like, maybe it's gonna work, and there's like a hope, there's that small tiny flicker of hope, and that's what Zero has, and also a literal flicker. So did I see a flicker, or do my eyes deceive me? And so did I see a glimmer, or is it what I want to see? So it's all about like, should I allow myself to hope? Is it stupid? Or should I really hope? It's like, maybe I'm just too mental and like I'm imagining it. And it's like, no, it's not too mental. It's good. It's good, and it's true, and it's happening, and you gotta go, like, work fast. And so basically the lyrics are like, I'll download your contents, fix what's left in there. If it's a malfunction, that I can repair. Hook up to your hardware. It looks so antique, but that doesn't matter as long as I can hear you speak, and or something like that. I don't know. Okay. It's all about like it's a way of describing Zero's impression of this data module as well. It's the data module compared to Zero's technology is antiquated, and it's old, and clearly this data module has been floating out there for quite a while, and it's made with technology that seems a bit primitive compared to Zero's tech. So basically you get it. I mean, I'm working on the animatic thing. I'm working on drawing a lovely thing that goes with this, but it's like to fully understand that, so that it's easier for listeners to understand. But even without visuals, you'll kind of understand. Like, oh my gosh, you know, I'll hook stuff to your hardware. You know, like I'm gonna try to fix this shit, but you are jacked up and broken, and it's like, yeah. So, and that's what happens. Array of emotions. Sorry, I forgot to say this. That connecting element thing sounds totally logical, and it's probably a legit thing. Probably, it's probably legit. I'm probably kind of legit. Yeah. So, I like to throw in strings a lot, especially when it's like a happy part, you know. And hold on. So I do a lot of strings. And with this one, it's all like, you know, it's all a bit, you know, there's no rhythm string. It's all longer notes because you've got other things keeping that rhythm, like the guitar stuff. So here. So you get a high string here, and then one more. So it's like, it's just like, oh, I cry during this fucking song. I didn't cry right now because I've heard it so many times just working on it recently. Array of Emotions said that this is the part that feels a lot like the Fountain OST. I don't feel like it's quite the Fountain. I think the Fountain's better. Burn, Mel. Do you need ointment for that? Yeah. No, I think this is like probably a little too happy for the fountain. I feel like the fountain I should just be like weeping in the snow or something. God. Okay, yeah. So that was Flicker. So, at the end, I did one of those reverse like reverb things. Okay. And so if you don't know what I'm talking about, basically if you want to do a cool effect on your for like a vocal or something, so it almost sounds like it's building up to the vocal, you take a vocal, you put reverb on it, okay, and you do a like a mix down of that, like just the audio mix down of that, and then you reverse it and you cut a part of it, and then you put it in the beginning. Mark Rhyme says, "Weeping in the Snow is the name of my next record." Aww. Yeah, Weeping in the Snow. And it's like blood tears. So dramatic. So what you're getting is like, it's just a kind of like a sound that's kind of the reverse of a reverb. So it's like a...
Zero. You came.
Yeah. So that's what I did. And the reason why I did that was because she's coming back on, it's like she's coming back online, She's like, she's coming back. She's appearing. She's coming. So I feel like I was like, there should be a thing. It shouldn't just be like, Daryl, you're like, you came. It should be like, yeah. The French Dogs, it's that reverb reverse trick is one of the smoothest tricks ever. I love the reverb trickety trick. I love it so much, but I don't overuse it because I don't like I don't like when people overuse it because then it takes away from the specialness of it. So I don't know. I feel like too many people use it, like they'll abuse the reverb reverse trick, and I'm like, don't do that. Norgrim says, I was going to say sex tape because of watching too much Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Weeping in the Snow sex tape. Aww. It's like, oh, that's... I haven't seen Brooklyn Nine-Nine, by the way, and I want to. Brooklyn 99? 99? Okay. Yet. Sorry, I'm thinking of, German. Okay, yeah, so I haven't seen that yet. I've heard really good things. I need to watch it. I'm gonna say, and if you have a sex tape called, Weeping in the Snow or something like that, that's like the worst sex tape ever. I'm gonna watch Brooklyn Nine-Nine then. Okay, is it on Netflix? Please say it's on Netflix, please, or Amazon Prime, either one. If we can find it, I'm gonna get really excited. I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna watch that. Okay. So that was Flicker. And so now you know, Zero did save Amelia. Oh, it is here. Are we going plus 18 now? Hulu. Ah. Okay, well, I'm gonna have a look. Over 18. So there you go. That was Flicker. And so that was Zero definitely came in time. I'm sending clips. Okay. Send it to like my messenger. Because I don't know, this chat doesn't do like links or something like that. It's even on terrestrial TV in the UK. Oh my gosh, I have to see this. All right, so this is the next song. Because I'm going to try to like actually play the rest of this fucking musical for you. So there are 3 songs I'm playing for you tonight. You've just experienced the first one, the first new one. I got you. Thank you, Noir Grime. Thank you. I appreciate it. So I'm gonna I'm loading the next one. It's gonna sorry. So what we find out is that Zero connects the escape pod to Amelia's hardware. So Amelia's hardware is like the damaged, broken like data module, and it's like, let me hook it up. Let me try to like basically like download your contents, everything that's in there. And so that was like, it's like the Hail Mary, like it's just like the last thing. It's like I'm just gonna download I'm going to download everything on this before the power is just completely gone and I can't recharge this shit. I don't, yeah, it's all damaged anyway. So, that's that part. And the next song is called Merge. Okay? Get ready. Oh yeah, and I'm fucking with genres some more. So I hope you like that.
Zero, where am I? You're inside my pod's computer, Amelia. I feel different. I have merged completely with my data. They're my memories. I know what it's like to live on Earth now. It's so lovely. And I wish that you could see it too. It's like heaven. It's the heaven I could only dream of. Perfect if you were here too. But what can I do? I can't be inside with you and out here at the same time. You can merge with me, we'll be together inside your mind. If you transfer all these contents to your cybernetics, I'm afraid of losing who I am. It's a big risk, but could you live with yourself if you never took a chance for happiness? I don't know. You can trust me. It seems scary, but I promise you will never feel alone again. The oceans, they're so blue. They're so blue.
There you go. That's Merge. Sorry. Every time I listen to that one, it makes me a little cry happy. Like like yeah. Okay, I guess I should go like have a try to explain this. Okay. So yeah, I told you it would be like I told you this is a multi-genre musical and I mean it. I wanted to like do one that was like again a little bit more like more of Zero's sounds, which are like the digital sounds, which are, you know, usually they come from Serum. I'm using Serum for all the for a lot of the digital sounds. I use an organ that because I think organs always remind me of church, and I like using organs when I think of church, when I think of heaven, when I think of things like that. So So that's an organ. It's and I really fucked with it. It's an organ. I fucked with it, and then I stuck a big old reverb on it because I wanted it to sound like heaven. That is such a great sound. Head First Only says, thank you. Sounds awesome. Ray of Motion says, thank you. Hi, big old Dave, dude. I didn't say hi because the song was playing and I was like, oh shit, I can't say hi right now because it's like, I don't want to ruin this. But I mean, like, now I ruined it. Yeah. No, it's not playing anymore. So, yeah, it's like, I like to usually have like a, oh, big old Dave dude says, no worries. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I like to do, I love organ sounds. And yes, I like the sounds from Interstellar. Yeah, I always imagine like, so Amelia sings, and I wish that you could see it too. It's like heaven. It's the heaven I could only dream of. Perfect if you were here too. And then it's like, so it's a heaven. It's like heaven. So she says it's like heaven, and so that's when the organ comes in. So here. Oh yeah. It's like heaven. It's the heaven. So choir and organ equals heaven. Okay, so that's why I put those two in there. So what I also did with Amelia's character is I gave her that sort of a gentle kind of woodwind like kind of sound. I gave her something, and I do this with when I want to like whenever I'm like trying to write for a character that feels very innocent and sweet. I put like a woodwind in there, like a clarinet or something, just something that feels like it's high and sweet, almost like a bird. But here, I'll play that for you. And it's like really high. And it feels like a curious child. That's what it... So that's what that instrument sounds like to me. It sounds like a almost like something with a lot of innocence and something very sweet. And I like to put that kind of thing in there because that's what that sounds like to me. Let's see what else. I use strings, but I use them a lot in a more limited way because it's only really I wanted to focus more on the choir stuff because I felt like the choir stuff really sold it. Like we're selling this idea of heaven and a beautiful place, and like basically the story is if like Amelia's like I'm inside your pod's computer and I have merged completely with my data, and it's so lovely, and I wish that you could see it too, because basically Amelia has merged with the data in her module and is sort of now like can access Earth. All right, so Amelia can have Earth. Head First Only says, been using the BBC Symphony Orchestra Discover Piccolo today. Yeah, I love a good piccolo. Woodwinds equal heaven. The Beatles knew this. Yeah, exactly. And so you have like this character who's like, I'm inside your computer. I have Earth. I can access Earth. Yeah, at least Mellotron woodwinds. Yeah, Strawberry Fields, right? So and it's like, I wish you could see it, but it's like but what can I, and so of course Zero's like,
but what can I do? I can can't be inside with you and out here at the same time. You can merge with me, we'll be together inside your mind. If you transfer all these contents to your cybernetics, I'm afraid of losing who I am.
So you get this character, Zero, who's like, but what can I do? You know, like, what can I do? I can't be with you in there and out here at the same time. You know, because like it's like I can either go in there, like if you want me to go in there, I guess I can, but I'm out here, and it's like, what do you want me to do? And Amelia's like, we can, you can merge with me. We'll be together, like inside your mind. So if you transfer all these contents to your cybernetics. So basically she's like, okay, fucking just download me into your brain and we can have this together. We can be together. And Zero is of course, like, Zero has been traumatized. Zero's been let down by, the collective. Zero has gone through a lot of pain. And so finally Zero has achieved sentience and freedom, and suddenly it's like, and now you want me to merge with you because because of this whole like Earth thing and how it's really lovely in there, and really, and it's like, yeah, it's like merge with me, as in like, be with me, connect with me. Sam and Pathfinder, basically from Mass Effect Andromeda. I've never played that. But yeah. So yeah, it's like, hey, merge with me. And it's like, you have cybernetics in your brain. We can be there together. And we can become like one. And it's like, Zero's like, I'm afraid of losing who I am. And Amelia's like, yeah. So Amelia's just like, oh.
It's a big risk, but could you live with yourself if you never took a chance for happiness? I don't know. You can trust me. It seems scary, but I promise you will never feel alone again. The oceans, they're so blue. They're so blue.
So basically, Amelia's like, it's a big risk. So what she says is, it's a big risk, but could you live with yourself if you never took a chance for happiness? And says like, you can trust me. It seems scary, but I promise you'll never feel alone again. And it's like, that's a fucking big ass promise, but isn't that what we're all looking for? To not feel alone? Aren't we all looking for like that ability to connect with somebody in a way that is so deep that you don't feel lonely because you have that person? And it is a really big risk to do that. It's a really big risk to take those chances, to give up your like your independent life to be with somebody. I know obviously just because you're with somebody doesn't mean that you give up your individuality. No, but you move in together, you get married, you move in together, you have kids, you basically, you intermesh your life with theirs, so that pulling apart is extremely difficult. And this is a fear that isn't just for like A.I.s, this is like A lot of people are afraid of this. A lot of people are afraid of taking risks, of taking the, of trusting, giving that, you can be like, yeah, I trust you, man. And it's like, yeah, okay. Like, but do I trust you with my life? Do I trust that you're not going to fucking kill me? And it's like, and again, it's like, take that, Amelia's like, take that risk. Take that risk. Because you could have the paradise you're looking for, and you won't feel alone. And it's like, this is the way we can have paradise together. Kind of like at the end of San Junipero, like in Black Mirror. Oh god, I love that episode. Okay, yeah. So it's like, yeah, now you can be together. And so, by the way, this was inspired by that San Junipero episode of Black Mirror, and also Soma, the video game. So it's like you can either merge, you can merge with me. Basically, Zero has a choice: merge with Amelia and get a chance at the paradise, at the wonderful life, or don't, and always be apart and never get to see beyond, beyond that. That's it. You don't get to see paradise. You don't get to taste that. And it's like, okay, we're making a choice. And of course, yeah. In like, if you watch a rom-com or something, it's like, yeah, you're obviously going like, yeah, you go, girl. You just go for it. And it's like, yeah, I know. But in real life, sometimes it's not that easy. And this is like, I don't know. And of course, merging, two beings merging together, that's like a hell of an ask, That's like, okay, yeah, let's connect blood vessels. That's cool. So instead of, so obviously, Zero makes the choice to do that because Zero says this.
The oceans, they're so blue.
So Zero says, the oceans, they're so blue. They're so blue. And it's like, okay, so that's a way of saying, I see Earth because I merged. And I can see this beautiful place that only exists in our brain now. But it's still beautiful, and we can be part of it, and we can be in it, and we can be in it together. And we can be in it together forever. And it's like, And so this whole musical is called How to Form a Collective. And it wasn't, and I didn't specify what kind of collective. When I meant collective, I meant it at the end, a collective of two, as in like how to form a relationship. I called it a collective because, space. But yeah, I wanted to give it that deeper, that underlying meaning. So I always want the top layer. You think collective? What do you mean how to form a collective? You mean like go and assimilate a bunch of people? Sure. No, I meant underneath that. I meant how to form a lasting relationship. How to form that kind of connection. And, and of course Amelia was all in because Amelia's, again, she's not been through a lot of pain. So she's a bit more innocent. She's a bit more naive, but she's also a lot more open. And, Zero has been through trauma, so not as open, because now it's just like, there's always that, if you've been through trauma, if you've been through bad shit, then there will be a part of you that forms a kind of defense to protect yourself. And for Zero to let go of that, it's a big deal. It's a big deal for people, let alone robots. So yeah. What else? Oh, okay. Choir stuff. I like choirs. I use the Olympus, oh the hell, what was it fucking called? Shit. Let me look at my shit. Sorry, packs. There you go. I use a pack from Ableton Live that I downloaded, and it's called Sound Iron Olympus Elements. And basically it's like really good choir stuff, because I was trying to compose a thingy for a choir, like for this contest or something. But you mean it's not you? No, it's not me. No. This needs a depth of voice that I don't have. And I would I didn't sing it. I didn't sing with this because I needed it to sound more. I already did a choir in the last song with my voice, so I felt like it would work better as well. It would sound better for the kind of the Olympus sounds for this little pack. So this is what the choir sounds like. All right. So yeah, that is a weird like arrangement, isn't it? Yeah, I don't know what made me think of doing that. It's kind of a weird arrangement. I'll be straight up with you. It's kind of weird. Even I'm like, damn, what the hell was I thinking? Headfirst only says, ooh, yeah. It's a weird kind of arrangement, but I think it gives that otherworldly feel. It gives that it's not just like a choir. It's something otherworldly. Array of Emotion says it builds really well. Thank you. Yeah, it does. I really love doing choir work stuff, and I just like choir stuff because I think it's fun. Also, yeah, I love doing weird ass choir arrangements because you can do like the standard thing, but doing something that sounds like ascending to a kind of heaven, or like entering paradise or whatever, I feel like it needs that extra bit of like strangeness in a way. It can't sound too basic. It's got to sound a little funky, you know? And that's what I did. I added a little bit of like weirdness in there because I'm weird. What else did I want to mention? Okay, I sing in this really weird, by the way, because it doesn't, if you notice, it doesn't like, it's like I sing an octave apart and I don't sing the same notes for each character. So it's like zero, where am I? You're inside my pod's computer, Amelia. I feel different. So it's all like, it's a little like the notes I'm singing are kind of like this one, the one for this part. When I start singing for zero, it's a little wacky, like the notes I'm singing, because it's not like a standard. It's not like the standard ones that you were given before. Usually when you have a song, you'll sing like sort of the same kind of pattern, the same notes. You know, you'll have a verse, choir, you know, verse, chorus kind of thing, or you'll do something. This has none of that. This has none of that structure. This has absolutely no standard structure. It's just something I made up because it felt right. So the singing style, the singing for like zero's notes, that the notes that Zero sings are so like weird compared to you know, to Amelia's. But I do that because I want to make sure that I keep those voices sort of separate. So you've got Amelia that's panned a bit to the left and Zero that's panned a bit to the right. And usually I like doing that because it feels like more like a conversation rather than just center. And you feel like they're two separate entities. So
but what can I do? I can't be inside with you and out here at the same time. You can march with me, we'll be together inside your mind.
So again, like the way it's sung versus this.
Zero, where am I? You're inside my pod's computer, Amelia.
So I take it up a little bit and I just sort of do, I don't know, I did something. I sang funny. There you go. Shit, I don't know. Fuck. I don't know what I'm doing. Most of the time I'm just like, it seems right. That's good. And so, yeah. It doesn't follow the standard song structure. It doesn't do that at all, but and nothing rhymes. It's not like that, but for some reason it just works. I think it works anyway. Yeah. And that's Merge. Any questions? Should I just move on to the next one? Yeah. No, maybe. Anybody? So you want the next one? Next one? Okay. Because there's only one more left. And then, kids, I'm done. Well, I'm done, like, yeah, next. Okay, good. I'm hearing and listening. Big old Dave dude says. Thank you. Okay. You're getting the last one. Yeah, so you already know. You already know that the story has a happy ending. That they end up together. They end up merged together. They formed the collective. So it was two becoming one. So yeah, it is a collective of two. And so it is how to, so that, yeah, it's called How to Form a Collective. This is your collective. Boom. It's not like about making a giant Borg cube. It's just about connecting deeply to another. And that's what this is all about. I mean, yeah, surface-wise, yeah, A.I.s, sentience, space. Okay, yeah, and that's good. But underneath that is just stuff that we all struggle with. That, again, it's just, that is difficult. This shit is difficult. Relationships are difficult. And even like it's just like forming that deep connection is so, it's so fundamentally changing, you know, because it changes you. You form a connection with somebody that deeply, it will change you in some kind of way, maybe for the better, maybe for worse, but it will change you. You will be affected. You will be left with, you know, real change. And hopefully it's good stuff. Okay, so this is the last song. Oh, Big Ol' Dave Dude says, I'm loving this all. I'm a fan of no structure. Thank you. Now you get a structured song. All right, so this is the last song of the musical. And what I wanted to do was give you kind of like, if you were watching a movie, this is like the end roll credits, you know, it's like the ending. It makes it feel like complete and like the story feels resolved, but also it's settling in, so the happy ending stays. So I'm gonna play this for you. It's called Transcend Dance, okay? Because I think you know, yeah. Because of course multi-genre, you think I'm gonna leave out dance music? So it's called transcend, like transcendence, but transcend dance, because I'm a weird ass bitch who likes wordplay. Okay. Oops, sorry. That was the end. Anyway, yeah. Sorry, I just really love this song. And I made a lot of changes. Hi, Gunners Air Recall. You shut up. You shut up in time for the dance party. Yeah. Yeah, happy endings. I love a good happy ending, and I love a good like roll credits. You know, it's like, and here's the cast. It's me. Asshole. Yeah. This is Head First Only says it's a great finale. I got lots of emojis, by the way, in the chat thing. I got lots of emojis, some fire, some hype, instruments. Yeah, I think there's a cowbell in there somewhere. Yeah. It's a I figured like a dance song would be a good way to round off a musical that was like you know, that was like, you know, it's like a lot of things had had orchestra in them, but it's like, I want you to feel the way you do at the end of like a, you know, just like some kind of like action movie or something where you just like you just like, I'm gonna go now. Like, it's like, I'm gonna walk out of the movie theater and I'm gonna feel fucking awesome. And that's what I want. That's what I'm trying to do with this last song called Transcendence. And yeah, I do a little fun wordplay, like going, Transcend Dance? Yeah. I did new vocals for it too. Because the old ones, I was like, nah, I'm just gonna put some new ones in there. Let me just fuck it up. Do some crazy shit. Big Old Dave says, I'm testing my new cam and light setup to music, so this was the jam for this. I hope you liked it. I really hope it worked. Gunner Zero Recall says, also at Big Old Dave Dude, did you notice you have a going live notification in the server now? Oh. Yeah. So yeah, I don't make dance music. There you go. I don't normally make dance music at all. In like, is this like the first dance song I've ever made? Oh shit. I think it is. Is it? I don't know. It's certainly the only one I can think of. Oh yeah. Big old Dave Dude says, "This song slams. You should make more dance." Maybe I should. I don't know. Gunner Zero Recall says, "I couldn't tell that you don't make dance songs. I don't make dance music, period. Mostly. Like, this was my attempt at dance music because I felt like this needed a dance song, like the one where you're dancing around and you're like, I'm great, like things are gonna be just fine. And you're just like, I love happy endings. They're gonna live happily ever after, and god damn it, I'm happy for them. And that's how it should feel, And yeah. But I still included strings so that it's so that it kind of, again, the whole idea of like having connective elements, I don't mean that in just the sense of one song and having like a little piano riff or something. I mean, in this musical, there are common elements that kind of jump from one, that go from one thing to another. So this one had the strings. So if I just play the strings for you, it's just this. I mean, like... Okay, so Head First Only says, love this. I love doing string arrangements. And that's like, I love doing that shit. What else? Yeah, I use serum, obviously. Because I told you I use serum in everything. Big old Dave Dude says, strings are so fun. They are fun. Yes, they are. I love strings. I love a good string. I love it when it's done really well and it's like, it almost feels like when you listen to it, like it's pulling you, like as the bow moves, you move in a way. Almost like, yeah, there's like a pushing and pulling, like a feeling. Does anyone get that? Does anyone get that feeling when they hear strings? I feel like it just like, inside, it's just like, it's like, please take my DNA and reassemble it. It's like, because you're fucking changing my life. Gunner Zero Call says, I do. Head First Only says, totally. Yeah, that's how I feel when I hear strings, so I like to do it. And this song, because it's a dance song, I didn't want to do strings that were too complicated, because this is not as complicated as some other shit I've done. But it's definitely like, it definitely works with this. Instead of just using regular pads, I use a mix of the organic and the digital. And the reason why I do that is because, again, it's the whole, it's Zero who is like all digital sounds and dark sounds, and it's Amelia who is all organic sounds, like orchestra sounds, and by combining them together in a way that's really gorgeous and that works, it's like it's them, it's the embodiment of who they are, and it's a dance song because it's a celebration. So that's how I see it. Herp. Big old Dave Dude says, I've always had this inner understanding of music, but you have a way of putting words to those feelings with instruments and songs that just nails it. Thank you. Shit, I try. Sometimes I don't, I mean, I don't really think about this until I'm talking about like a certain piece or something like that. And it's like, it's just like certain things, like they just affect me in a way where I can't. And sometimes, yeah, I am left with like without words, without a way to describe them. But yeah, it just feels like it pulls me, like it just has a you know, the ability to do that. Gunner's Recall says, yeah, me, I'm digital and dark. Wait, is that a black joke? Are you digital and dark? Well, yeah, you're a 0. Yeah, that's how it goes, right? That's how it goes. So you've got the combination of these sounds, which are digital, like that. You know, and that. Yeah. And then it's like, and normally you wouldn't be like, yeah, I'm just gonna do all these digital sounds with, you know? And it's not like I would normally, like, you know, you don't think about sticking that with like this shit. But for some reason it works together. I think it works, you know. So
nothing's left to hold us back.
So yeah, okay. What should I should show you the back thing. The thing I did with the like nothing's left to hold us back. And it's like I kind of did some crazy ass shit with that. I know. Hold on, let me unfreeze this and show you. So I took these two sounds are just, they're just, I separated them, I put them on different layers, and I just so I did their back. All it is back, you know, back, and it's but one has a simple delay with hold on, let me show you. Okay, one has a simple delay with these delay times. The left has a 2, the right has a 4. This one has a simple delay time also. Left has a 2, the left side has a 2, the right side has a 4. And so if you just hear these, this is what it sounds like by itself. Yeah, so that's what it sounds like. And so I was like, I need something that's gonna go along with that's gonna like follow the kick that I do, because I wanted to do like a sort of, you know, like the kind of like it's gonna come, it's revving it up, you know, boom, you know, like it, like instead of just using like just a riser, I like to, I thought I'll do that, I'll do like a kick thing, but I'll have these, I'll take these different ones, and I'm gonna mess with them a lot. So I took a bunch of them and I took one, and then I either turned it 12 steps up or 12 steps down, which is like an, you know, it's the octave. So this one's, yeah, so it's like that, but basically I take it and I do right here, it's I do an automation called transposition modulation. And so it's the way I get, basically I start on a plus 12 and it goes from a plus 12, like, and I basically I took it and I stitched it together. I stitched it all, and it goes from a plus 12 to like the regular. So basically it goes from too high to just the regular sound, which is like this. Yeah. So it's like the regular sound. It's the regular pitch. And same thing goes with this one, but I did it I also did the transposition modulation, but instead of going down, I went up because I turned it, this was minus 12. It starts at minus 12, which is an octave lower. So I did that, and then I did the transposition modulation so that when it hit the last fours, that like the you know, that bit that it's also at the original pitch. So that's what I did here. So I did that to match the kick, which is this. So all three. I also pan it. I also do a pan thing. So I start here all the way to like, this is 49 right. This one's 49 left. And so what I do is I take it right here on like right here, and then I bring it closer, 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 closer in the center. So if you listen. So there you go. That's what I did. I don't know why I did it like that. I just thought it'd be cool. I like doing that sort of thing. I like kind of messing a little bit with spatial stuff. And I also like doing fun effects and like with voices because, yeah, might as well. And also, because they merge. Yeah, exactly. Because they merge headfirst only. Everything, this whole song is about merging, really. Because it's the celebration at the end. It's the, look, we did it, we're fine. We're happy and we've achieved something great. And it's like, look. So if you listen to the whole thing going. To hold us back. And the reason also why it goes to the center is it because it's prepping you, listening wise, it's prepping you for the chorus. So because the chorus, it's also there's a 20, there's 20 on the left, it's a 20 panned on the left, 20 on the right, but it sounds like it's one. So if you listen to it, come on, whoops. No, that. And nothing's left to hold us back. Yeah. So yeah, it's a way to kind of like mess with like cis stuff, and also to kind of like, let's bring it back, you know, we got here, and then now we're like closing in, bop, you know. What else did I do on this that was weird? Oh, I did so I did whenever I do like choruses, I never just keep it the same. Like so here's the first chorus. Okay, so this is the second chorus. So this is where this changes up the second chorus. So this is, and I introduce that sound because that's a sound you hear at the end. So I introduce that sound in the chorus, so it gives it a little bit more movement. So now that's changed. I could turn that up a little. Okay, so I do that, and so then last chorus. The last chorus is always like, it's the big fucking chorus, right? It's the one where you get to like, it's all like, you know, balls out, guns blazing, let's just finish this, you know? Like, it's always the big one, you know? So if you listen to the last chorus. We followed our hearts, we were lost and apart, but we found our way to independence. So I offer like a high harmony, but the reason why I stick a harmony in there is because I introduce a harmony right here. It's
It's not the end, it's just the beginning. We took a gamble and ended up winning. More than the sum of our parts, we'll never be alone.
So yeah, and then I offer that harmony. So
Be alone. We follow
harmony.
we were lost.
So harmony, then you get harmony. So I introduce harmony during the little bridge part, and then I continue harmony. I continue a harmony line, because again, it's like we're trying to change up the chorus, make it more interesting, and also let's give it all. Let's give it the last fucking push. Okay, so you see the chorus doubles at the end. It's just I do it twice, and the reason and there's something that I stick in there because I do it twice, and it's one more vocal thing, because yeah, I gotta sing all the things for you. So yeah.
Sadness. We followed our hearts. We were lost and apart, but we found to independence. Found each other, merged with one another, and we reached a state of transcendence.
So that's what I did, the last vocal thing, and it's because it's like it needed that one extra layer, and I didn't need any more instruments, so I figured, hey, how about I do some let's just freestyle some singy thingies. Let me do some licks. Let me sing some shit. One more weird vocal thing, and the vocals in the beginning, they all start. I'm singing all the same notes for both vocals, for both lines. You know. It's like here. I'm sorry. It's not here, it's here. Dumbass.
When all was said and done, who knew what we would become? We are so complete.
So it's two voices that are singing. It's layered. It's okay. So I did the same notes, same thing. With the chorus, I stick them just a little bit more apart to sound just a bit bigger. And then you get the harmony that comes in during the bridge, and then you get the harmony that comes in the last chorus. And again, it's like taking something, and it's like this first, and then it's like we kind of spread it apart, and then it grows, and it's not just it's like kind of symbolic of how these these characters, that they can have that there are all these, that maybe they start out like with the same, it's how can I say this? All right, with the song, when I wrote it, it was like I only used the we pronouns. So it's like we, when all was said and done, who knew what we would become? And it's all about we. It's all about the two, right? So you get that kind of you get that sort of echoing in the vocals, and I do that. I do two layers, but then once the bridge starts, it's like I add the two other layers, the two layered harmonies, and then I add more harmonies, and it's just like, and it works. It makes it bigger. It makes it a little bit more complex, and it's also sort of like, it feels like it's growing in the same way that these characters have merged together, and they're growing from that they sort of get to blossom, like they get to have their time and become better, like as they evolve into what is basically the closest thing to a human being from Earth. They are the only thing that exists with an element of Earth. And that's, so they've not just achieved sentience. These A.I.s, by merging, have achieved humanity Yeah, that's why. That's why I did it like that. Because now they're the closest thing to human in the fucking universe, at least as far as I know. So there you go. That's the story. Story time. Okay, yeah, I think I've shared a lot of that. Do you have any questions? Are you digging this, or you think I'm crazy? Shit. Big old Dave Dude says, dropping twist bombs all over. It's because I have to. This is legit. And Big old Dave Dude says, yeah, I'm trying to everything has to have layers underneath it. It's not just about the A.I.s. It's not just about the connection. It's also this. There's also a bigger story. So you have a story, and if you're telling a story, it's a good story. But underneath that should be more, and then more, and then it's like it should become, it's unexpected complexity in something that sounds simple. Great hearing those freestyle vocals soloed at the end, head first only. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I love doing that kind of shit. And also I wanted it to be like, yeah, like yeah, like and I wanted to feel. I wanted these characters to. It should be like saying hallelujah, or like just screaming for like joy, or whatever it is. Just yeah, it should be the celebration. This is a celebration. It's not just robotic. And it's all like it's human, and it becomes human, and so even that echoes in the vocals. It becomes human because those freestyle vocals are like the most human vocals. It's that it's it's energy. It's just like letting letting loose, letting that go, releasing emotion in you. And that music, it follows in turn, in the way the story does. And so that's how to form a collective. Thank you much. Oh my god. All right. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the end of the musical. You can all go home now. You can leave the cinema. Real credits are done. There's no little scene at the end. I thought about doing a little voice thing at the end, but I don't know. I think that would sort of spoil it in a way. I think it should end in that lovely, elegant way. That really, that's just a little synth like, and it, yeah. That's when I imagine they go somehow into warp drive. Big ol' Dave is like, applause! That person only applause. This isn't a Marvel movie, Gunner Zero Recall says. What? No, it's not. But it should be. No, it's not. I don't know. It's just a thing I made up. It's a story I made up. You're spoiled, Gunner Zero Recall says. I am spoiled, and I go, yeah. Well, I think we all. Headfirst Only says they should all go for shawarma. Yeah, like at the end, they're like, let's go to the bar at the end of the universe or something. I demand after credit scenes, Gunner Zero Recall says. I don't know. I can't ruin the feeling. This is just really good. I kind of like it. And also, I would have to, it's already like, I wouldn't want to do like just the one character voice, because then it would be hard to like if I did one character voice at the end, it would have to be a mix of Zero's voice and Amelia's voice, and they're too close together to play together, to do it together. And so I couldn't do it. It just sonically it would be difficult, I think. I don't know. I think we just leave it. Yeah. Gunner Series Recall says, fine, I'll just take what I can get. I'm playing. It's perfect like it was. Yeah. At first only says, you're right, though. Anything else would spoil things. Let's leave it classy. Let's leave it. Yeah. It's just, it should end like that. Anyway, there you go. Unless the hive mind suggested something, I don't know. No, hive mind is far away. No. Yeah, the collective, I don't know where the collective is, but clearly they're not going after zero. Probably it's like, nah, waste of resources, let's get something else. Let's just like assimilate something else. So yeah, there you go. There you go. I think that's it. Do you have any questions? Any technical things? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. But I mean, I played everything for you. I guess that's it. And I'm gonna work on this. I'm gonna work on everything, like get it like polished and ready to rock. And I gotta work on the animatic thing, so I gotta draw a bunch of shit too, and like make a little video that goes with the whole that can be played along with the songs, so you kind of get a visual understanding of what's going on. I mean, like some people they have like a really good imaginations, and some people don't. At first, only says so. I need serum, Olympus elements. Yeah, there's so many things I should get to. I don't know if my computer can handle it. Like Olympus elements, by the way, this shit, it kills the shit out of my CPU. It kills it. So those will just knock the shit out of your CPU. I'm giving you that heads up. But the samples in there are supreme. They're good. They're so good. And I use them. This is what I use for my choir stuff. Unless I sing the choir stuff myself. But I'm really happy with this. Yeah. So now you killed it with explaining everything. Big old Dave Dude says, thank you. All right. Well, that's good. Raven Motion says, drawing/art stream next week. I don't know. I don't know yet. I haven't planned that far. I'm just trying to get through like life, and maybe I could sleep at some point. Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it, but I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to see what I'm working on. Okay, and then I'll see. Big old Dave Dude says, I swear the best stuff is a CPU. Always a CPU devourer of worlds. Yeah, I know. It's like, I pray to the elder gods. Glui McLeod na fa Cthulhu Willier Waganagal Ftachin. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Devour. Yeah. Wow, that sentence didn't make sense. Glad you decoded that, Big old Dave Dude says, yeah. Head First Only says, I know at IA draws in his stream, which is fun to watch. Is this Annuarius? Is it Juha? That's who it is? I don't know. I'm terrible. Like, I've never drawn on stream. Nor have I. Like, I can't really. I don't know if I'll be able to concentrate. I think I'm just gonna end up like just sitting there and like muttering to myself and being like, fuck, that's not it. Fuck, no, bitch, fuck. That's what I do. I just, nah. I just like mumble. I don't know if I want to do that. I don't think it makes for a very entertaining stream. Just mumbling. I don't know if you want to hear that from me either. It's not that cute. If you do, maybe I will too, says Head First Only. I'll think about it, okay? Yeah, it's stressing me out. Too much pressure. Shit, I just shared a musical with you, and now you want more. Ah! Oh, God. Jesus! I'm working real hard, man. Okay. Anyway, let me just go back to full camera. Oh, yeah. Okay. So that's it. The people want content, Big old Dave Dude says. Yeah, the people want content. And I'm happy to give content. But I only want to give content that's, like, good. Like, I don't want to just be like, here, I was sloppy and I threw this together and now I'm just gonna make you listen to it. Nah, I want to do good stuff and I want to share good things with you. I want to share art. I want to make art. That's the objective. It's to make art. Not to make just any old thing. And I want to tell stories and stretch my range of abilities and try to push really hard, because I think that, you know, it's really fun to evolve. And also, like, how can you ever evolve if you don't make yourself terribly uncomfortable? At first only says you're doing great, thanks. Yeah, so that's it for tonight. I don't have anything else to share with you. I think I'll just call it a night, because it will just end on a high note. Anyway, I'm probably gonna try to like stream some Jackbox games at some point. Headfirst, if you're interested, headfirst only if you're interested, you should do this. Because like you should play games with me, because basically I've downloaded Jackbox TV games, and they're games that you can play with a bunch of people, like online, like here, like, so I can stream it. I can stream us playing, and it won't be like you'll just be like a character. You won't be like, it won't be camera, but you can participate. I think you saw what was happening before. Yeah, you could participate. We could have a lot of fun. And I don't have to like work my brain too hard. I'm gonna look at the next Jackbox games packs, because I'd like to get another. I'd like to get another pack. Headfirst only says, "Is this the stuff that I was really rubbish at?" Lol. Yes. No, you weren't rubbish. It was your, your internet connection was also a little like, it was a little spotty. And you kind of need, it was a little spotty. So it's not your fault. I'm sure you could kick all our asses later. Don't worry about it. You'll be fine. You'll just be too smart, too cool for school, and we'll just look like fools. Yeah. Okay. Have a good night, you guys. Thanks for going through this musical journey with me. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I don't know. I've got a lot of stuff to share, but I have to think about what I'm gonna do next. Okay, so take care, you guys. Have a nice night. And thanks for watching. Be nice to each other. Don't be a dick. Try not to be an asshole if you can help it. Wear a mask, and remember that I love you. I love you in the most aggressive way. I love you. Oh. Okay, that was my metal voice. Cool, right? I'm so shit. All right. Bye!